I've been searching for a relatively private place to fish for a few years now, and I've always meant to check out Lock 3. Brian from GameMasters here, and I finally figured out how to get there, and this video details that adventure. Trying to keep it stable here, the camera. A couple of little mud holes. So we're at a standstill, blocking the road. A tree fell down probably in one of the more recent storms, but you can see that the road is really not much of a road. So even if we had brought a chainsaw down to clear it, we still have this tree in the road, but that's not the big deal. If you have a nice four-wheel drive, you can probably, like clear this tree out and get through. Then you've got this real steep rocky road, more trees kind of leaning down, but again, you could probably clear those out. But the big issue would be you got a big drop off over here, and the road itself kind of stops. And you've got about 4 feet between here and here. So just wide enough maybe for a four-wheeler if you're careful. But past that, the road continues. Probably has about another 1.5 miles till you get to the point where you'd be at Lock 3. But that right there, no, that's impassable by truck or four-wheeler, Jeep. And you got a culvert on either side. So I would mark that off as impassable at this time without super specialized equipment. Heading in on the north side of Lock 3 road this time, a little bit smoother. The road is significantly narrowed and bumpy. Been some logs across it, but it has been cleared. Coming up upon a really big mud puddle.
Go swimming. Keep your snorkel out.
Road has significantly narrowed. Very rocky, very ruddy. Antenna up there. Road conditions here about half a mile like this till we get to the lock. So now we're kind of facing an impasse. A bunch of rock in the road. Don't know that we can make it up it without four-wheel drive. Looks like we're walking from this point, but yeah, this right here. This is just too rocky, too difficult to get washed out. So here we are, there's the river. You can see through the trees over there the dam right there. So the Line College lock would be on this side. The problem is there's a very steep hill, about a 300-foot embankment right there, and you can see the railroad right down there. It's a little difficult to get to. Some kind of marker right here. It's about 5 foot tall. And then again down here you can see the lock. You see the dam on the far side. And again, a real steep drop.
While atop the bluff is a fantastic view, getting down to the water was the goal, but it was not to be had today. Due to recent storms, there were many fallen trees, and the road itself was pretty deteriorated from the water washing it out. While getting up there and seeing the wonderful view was pretty awesome, I'm not sure that I'd be able to really handle that as a fishing spot because of how loud the water was. I can only imagine how much louder it would have been had I been able to get down to the bluff and the sandy beach. There has to be a way to get down there to the lock, perhaps with a four-wheeler and chainsaws, but perhaps really all I need is a good pair of boots and some slightly less hot weather. But that is another adventure. Until next our paths cross, may your fishing line reel in a big whopper.